No, I'm in here. No, I'm in here. Welcome back to another episode of Mixing with Mike. Start by taking out all the vials. With 5 vials to each cassette. These vials, medication inside of it gets diluted down by sodium chloride. And it takes 100 milliliters of sodium chloride. Take sodium chloride out of the holder, this container, and remove the bag spike like this. We'll take the top off the bag. Take the cap off. Slide it into the bag like that. And we'll hang it on my fancy IV bag holder. Sanitize our hands. Now we'll take the caps off the vials. Place alcohol pad on top of the vials. Keep them good and sterile. These are the vial access spikes. Clean the top of the vials. Peel the backing off of the packaging and pop it onto the top of the vials. We'll do that to the rest of the floor. Now I'll put prep pads on top of the vial access spikes. $50 milliliters syringes. We'll leave them in the plastic right now. Just take the backing off of it. Now we'll pull about 60 mLs of the sodium chloride out into the syringe. We'll tap a little bit, get all the air bubbles out. Push all the excess out, back into the bag, up to 50 mLs. Clean the vial access pipe. Attach the syringe to the spike. Twist it. Put a little sodium chloride in the vial. Agitate it around a little bit. Set it down. Grab syringe number 2. push it in and out a couple times. That way it's easy to work. And we'll pull a grip pad out and sanitize the bag. Now connect the syringe number 2 to the IV bag. Pull out about 60 mLs. Tap it a few times. And push all the exits out back to 50 mLs. And you got that right. Pull it off. Grab bottle number 2. Clean it off a little bit. Attach the syringe to this pipe. Sometimes you got to put a little bit of pressure, pushing on to each other, so they'll twist on. Agitate a little bit. Now you want to check and make sure it's got all the medication diluted before you take it off. Pull all the medication out. Sometimes this can be a little difficult. So I found that if I do little circles like this, it works a lot better than going back and forth. Now we'll pull out all the medication, push all the air back into the vial, and pull it out into the syringe. Sometimes it takes a couple times to get all the liquid out. Give it a little bit of shake sometimes, and it helps. Okay. Disconnect it. Push all the air out of it. Gently, you don't want to lose any of the medication. Attach syringe or vial number 3. Make sure it's good and clean. Attach it like the other ones. Push and twist. Push a little bit of water in there. Medication mixed with water. Sodium chloride, should I say. Agitate it around a little bit. Little circle. Make sure all the powder's diluted. Push all the air back into it. And pull all the medication out. And you got to try and get all the as much medication out as you can. You try not to make any bubbles or anything like that. That's pretty good. After 8-9 years, you start getting pretty good at it. This is vial number 4. We'll put that one down. Go back to syringe number 1. Make sure all the medication is diluted. Push the excess air in. And pull all the medication out. And you want to be gentle about it too. You don't want to have a bunch of foamy bubbles in there. Veletri likes to foam up pretty good. So. Remove all the excess air. And go to vial number 5. Push and twist. So sometimes, well, in the past, I've had these vial access spikes where they come apart right there where they attach to the connection between the spike and the connector where the syringe goes. So you want to be forcefully gentle, should I say. Give a little bit of a swap around. Okay. And that's where we'll be at. That'll make one cassette right there. Set them to the side. And we'll do the same thing to the next set. And set after that will be 3 cassettes. I'll switch you guys over to the next camera so you can get a closer look at this. All right. Can you guys see better? Hope so. Let's alcohol prep pads out. Okay. Sanitize our hands. Okay. Let's take the little red caps off the vials. At the top. Get the vial access spikes out. Clean the top of the vials. Attach the vial to the top of the spike, or attach the spikes on top of the vials. I'm going to pinch them like that. Peel the plastic back. Last one. Got the access spikes on top of all the valves. Now we'll put prep pads on top of the access spikes. $50 milliliter syringes. We'll take the back cover off and leave them in a little plastic tray. Set them off to the side. Do that both of them. Push the plunger in, pull it out a couple different times. That'll make it easier to pull the liquid out. Now take a prep pad and clean the bag spike. And we'll attach the first syringe. Now we'll pull 60 ml chloride out. Give it a few good taps, get all the air out. Now push all the excess liquid out to 50 ml. Disconnect it from the bag and attach it to the first vial access spike. Push a little liquid in, give it a few good swirls, set it off to the side. Now, we've used 150 ml of sodium chloride, so we need to change the bags out. Get the new bag, pull it out of the packaging. Now, like everything else, pull the backing off, the bag spike. Peel the packaging back. Pull the top off the bags and the bag spike. and slide the bag spike into the bag.
No.
Then hang it on our fancy IV bag holder. Syringe number 2, work it a couple times. Now, we'll clean the bag pipe. Attach syringe number 2 to the bag pipe. Twist it where it's good and snug. Pull 60 mLs of liquid out. Give it a few good taps to get the air out. Push all the excess fluid out. And disconnect it from the bag. Clean the vial access pipe. Attach the second syringe. Give a few good swirls. Syringe number 1. Make sure everything's diluted good. Push the air into the vial and pull all the liquid out. Being gentle, not going to make any foam inside there. Sometimes working it in and out a few times will get all that foam out. Disconnect the vial. Remove all the air. Clean vial number 3. And attach the syringe. Syringe number 2. Make sure this vial's got all the medication diluted. Sometimes this blood should get caked up on the bottom of this vial. It can be pretty stubborn trying to get it out.
Headache.
Pull all the liquid out of the vial. Disconnect the vial. Remove all the air. Grab vial number 4. Clean it. And twist the syringe onto it. Give a few good swirls. Put that one off to the side. Oh, this is pretty caked up. I don't know if you can see it or not. But quite a bit of powder caked up on the bottom of the vial. So this might take a little bit of swirling to get it all out and diluted. See. This is what I'm just going to be stubbing. Swirl in both directions. I don't know if it helps or not, but it makes me feel better. There we go. Now, pull all the liquid out. Disconnect the vial. Remove all the air with the syringe. Clean the vial access pipe. And attach vial number 5. Twist and push. Push and twist. However you want to say it. That will be for cassette number 2. Set to other hand. And start with the third one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 caps. Now we'll set the alcohol prep pads on the vials. Clean the top of the vials. And pop the access spikes on. Prep pads on top of the access spikes. When you set it on top of the spikes, you want to kind of form it around the tip of that. That way it'll stay. And try to bounce it on there flat. It's not hard. Pull the backs off the syringes. Work the syringes. Pull 60 ml of liquid out into the syringe. Give some good taps. And push all the excess liquid out. And attack it to vial number 1. Give it a good swirl. Set it down. Syringe number 2. Let's get the liquid into it. It's about 60 right there. Do good taps. And push all the excess out. 50 ml right there. Vial number 2. Squeeze clean. Put that one down. Grab syringe number 1. And get all the powder diluted. It's bubbly. Be gentle pulling it out, and it'll all the bubbles will go away. Foam anyway. Twist off the vial. Grab vial number 3. Remove all the air. Attach vial number 3. Little liquid in there. A few good swirls. Set it down to the side. The second syringe. This is pretty good. No caking of the medicine. Pull out all the liquid. Disconnect the vial. Push out all the air. Grab vial number 4. Back to syringe number 1. Give it a few twirls. Make sure you get all the powder that's caked up on the bottom diluted. Disconnect that vial. And push out all the excess there. Grab vial number 5. Push and twist. A little liquid inside. A couple little swirls. Set that off to the side. Now, let's take away the bag. An IV bag holder. Let's get ready to start putting it inside. These cassettes. I'll switch cameras. That way we can see an overview.
Your feet and your butt.
There we go.
No butt and feet.
Let's pull these out of the packaging. This is what a cassette looks like. The tubing comes out over here, goes around the top, and comes out here. It's about 6 inches long, I'd say. Set it in this fancy cassette holder. It's a small glass. Grab the syringes. The first step that we did. I got them spaced out separately. That way I know what is what. That's our son. He's playing with a dog. Make sure all the caked up Veletri is off the bottom and all diluted. Push the air in and pull out all the liquids.
Mom, she's not upstairs. She's downstairs. In the kitchen. She's in the kitchen.
Pull off the vial. Remove all the air out of the syringe. Okay. Pull that clamp down, a little white flat piece. Disconnect the cap that comes on it. Get it off to the side. Connect the syringe number 1. And twist. And this can be tough sometimes. It's pretty forceful to push this in. Set it down on the table. Use both hands and push. And push all the liquid into the cassette. Once you got the plunger all the way bottomed out, use this clamp, go down to the end of the tubing, clamp it, set it down like that, grab syringe number 2, give it a few swirls, double check and make sure the medication is diluted. Push all the air into the vial and pull out all the liquid. Here you're gentle with the liquid so you won't cause any foaming. Disconnect the vial. Remove all the air. Now, syringe number 1, leaving it clamped. You want to twist and disconnect the first syringe. Set it down. Connect syringe number 2 to the tubing. Now you can unclamp it. Now we'll set the plunger side down. Push all the liquid into the cassette. So I put it at this angle for a couple different reasons. One is so there will be enough slack so I can do it this way. And the other is so it won't create so much bubble inside here, because the tubing goes in on the top side of the cassette, then it goes down into the bladder that's inside this hard plastic shell of the cassette. So it don't cause as much turbulence and everything in there, causing all the bubbles and all that good stuff. Now, what bubbles are in there from all the wrinkles and stuff like that is inside the bladder, we'll move this big bubble around to collect all the small bubbles. Give me a second, buddy. Wait till I finish this and we can talk.
It's nothing like steam though. It's hot side west.
Okay. Let me finish this and
Okay. I'm just gonna tell you.
so there's wrinkles down here in the corner. And what I'll do is pull all the air out. So what we'll do is push the liquid in, and when I pull to pull all the air out, I'll switch it. Everything will be exiting, will be on the high side. So all the air will want to come up here. So I'll unclamp it, and at first, I'll let the pressure that's inside the cassette get as much out as it will. And see how the pressure is pushing it out itself. And once it pretty much equalizes, I'll pull the rest of the air out. And once I got all the air out, I'll clamp it again. And you'll see a bunch of bubble or not bubble, wrinkle and stuff like that. And there's bubbles sometimes trapped around inside there. And generally, all the wrinkles and stuff are on one side. So the side with the most wrinkles, I'll put down. And I'll give it a few good slaps like that. All the bubbles will come to the high side, which will be the top side, the smooth side without all the wrinkles. Now, I'll put it back down. And I'll push all the air back in. Oops. Wrong side. You probably can't tell, but there was a bunch of bubbles that was flowing up. So, push all the air back in. Now we use the big bubble that's in there. Collect all the little bubbles. And we'll check both sides. And we'll flip bubbles, and the other side's good. But now we'll remove all the big air bubbles. And you would think collecting all the little bubbles with the big bubble would be pretty easy. But they can be just as stubborn as diluting that powder that gets taped up on the bottom of the bottle. So now we'll unclamp and let the air work its way out on its own. And pressure equalizes, we will pull it out, clamp, give it a few good slaps, and so there's still more bubbles in there. So we'll do the process again. We'll help it along, make it a little quicker. So sometimes up here in the neck, you get to kink, and bubbles will get trapped in there, or will get trapped in there, and it's really hard to get out. There. Done. I don't know if you'll be able to see that far away, but you see all them wrinkles. Now, in the packaging, we got a little red cap. And that's the one we're going to use to cap this thing off. So, pull the backing off of it, like that, like everything else. Set it to the side like that. Make sure it's clamped. Disconnect the syringe. Get your alcohol prep pad. Clean the end of it. Grab the cap and push it on. And that is how you make a cassette. Mix a cassette, should I say. I got two more, bud. Now, put all this stuff in the garbage. Grab the next cassette, and I'll switch cameras here in a second. And that way you get a closer look. Okay, let's switch cameras. Can you see? Oh, so. Yeah. So, couple swirls. Double check and make sure it's all diluted. Push all the air into the vial and pull out all the liquid. That holes in there. Disconnect the syringe. Push all the excess air out. Grab the end of the tubing. Push that clamp down, or slide that clamp down. Pull off that white cap. Connect the syringe. And push all the liquid into the cassette. Clamp it once you got a liquid in there. Grab syringe number 2. Pull a little liquid out of the syringe. Disconnect the valve. Push all the excess air out. We'll disconnect the syringe from the tubing. Connect the new syringe. Unclamp. And push all the liquid into it. Use a big bubble to get all the little bubbles out. Let the pressure push what it can out. And pull the rest of it out. Wrinkly side down. Slap it a few times. Push the air back into it. Okay. Tap it, let the air push itself out. Pull the rest of it out. This is pretty wrinkly on both sides. We'll do it one more time. There we go. Get the cap ready. Pull it out of the package. Right there. Get that ball prep pad. We'll tear it out like that. Like a little kickstand. Twist the syringe. Pull the prep pad out. Line the end of the tubing. Put the clamp or the cap on. There it is. Screw number 3. So on this one, we'll make a video on the 2 different ways to put the liquid or the medication inside the cassette. The right and wrong way. Or the wrong way, I think. Hope you've seen that. Yeah. Make sure everything's diluted. Push the air in. Pull the liquid out. Disconnect the syringe from the What does that thing called? A vial. Slide the clamp down the tubing. Remove the white cap. Connect the syringe. And push all the liquid in there. This is where it comes in handy, filling it this way instead of filling it with that side down. And I'll show you. I'll make a little video and post it. Make sure everything's diluted. Push all the air into the vial. Pull out all the liquid. Disconnect the vial. Remove all the air. Disconnect that syringe. Attach the new one. Unclamp. Okay. So play this. Reach forward. So there's two different ways that you can set this cassette to fill it. The tubing down like this, tubing up like this. This is the way I like to do it. So put it like that. Push the plunger side down and push all the liquid into it. You can see how smooth it goes into the cassette. And we'll clamp it. And that's how I like to do it. It's a lot more efficient and easier. Now we'll pull the 50 ml back out. We'll clamp it and we'll switch it back the other way. So this side, the second way, the way I don't like to do it, is with this tubing that the syringe connects to going down. Because you see, this tubing goes all the way up to the top and goes into the cassette. And we obviously see a problem right here. So, you want to clamp and the slack, there's no slack. Then you start pushing it. You see how it goes in? It just slides down on this side. You can see how all the bubbles just starts going in right there. it creates more issues on trying to keep all the bubbles out of it. More work trying to get them out. So now we'll go in and pull all the air out. So you'll see a video coming out about that. Push the air back in it. Collect all the little air bubbles. And that's that. All done. Now, pull the cap out of the bag. Back. Put a little kickstand down. Pull the syringe off. Sanitize the end of the tubing. And put the cap on it. And that's how I mix 3 cassettes. And that's it. Tonight's mixing party. Thanks for watching tonight's episode of Mixing with Mike. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.